Hallelujah. And every one of you, I love and I celebrate you guys. Let's do Bible study for 2 minutes. You can carry something back. You know, we are looking into exercise. Can we say it together? Say it very loudly. Let me hear you. Exercise. Now, there's one scripture I want to begin from. I don't want to begin from Matthew scripture. Later we'll touch on Matthew scripture. You know, it's spiritual because it has to do with your spirit. Can you tell anybody it's spiritual? Because it has to do with your spirit. Another word for spiritual exercise is spirit exercise. Avoid this book. The exercise that your spirit participating. I hope you are aware that you have a spirit. I hope you are aware you have a spirit. Oh, you are not talking to me. Yes, you know, if you don't respond, you're stable. I hope you know you have a spirit. Yes, sir. If you have a spirit, say a very loud amen. Amen. You have a spirit, you have a soul, you also have a body. And the three of them, they are together like this. They are made like this. In fact, your body happens to be the clothing that wore the two other apartments. You know, in this earth realm, you cannot become a spirit and operate in this earth realm. This earth realm was designed for people that have bodies. Somebody say bodies. Your spirit and your soul, they are hosted by your body. Your body is carrying both your spirit and your soul. In fact, there is a golden cord that fasting your spirit and your soul to your body. Any day your time on earth is done, that golden cord is seatbelt. Any day your time on earth is done, that seatbelt will just be relieved. And the moment your soul and your spirit leaves your body, you are not a dead man. Yes. There's something holding your soul in your body. Let me tell you something about your body. Your body is like a vehicle that is you. Have you seen a car before? That is how your body is. You know, several of us that came to this meeting, either Keke carried you or a bus carried you to this place. That is how your body is. Anywhere your spirit wants to go, your soul wants to go, the vehicle that carries them is called what? That you must take care of your body very, very well. Any damage that happens to your body, we immediately give your spirit and your soul reasons to leave the body. This is your body. It's priceless. You need to know how to maintain your physical body. And there are several things you need to do for your physical body to stay long. For instance now, if you have a car, you will notice that you need to do routine checkup. You need to do routine checkup on your car. You need to do some maintenance on your car. If you buy a car now and you stop maintaining the car, you will notice one day that you are driving your car and you are, boom! Like when I started driving Yuli, nobody mentored me on how to manage car. When one of us bought car, I started mentoring him. So you won't make the same mistake I did. So nobody mentored me how to manage a car. So the car was driving. I saw some signal on the dashboard of the car. There are different signals there on the dashboard of the car. There's an engine signal, there's an oil signal, there is a power steering signal, there is a brake signal, there is a tire signal, several signals on the dashboard. Are you following me at all now? Yes, sir. Several signals are on the dashboard, but I saw one that was consistent, and I didn't bother about that one. That one was the oil signal. I didn't bother. I didn't know that the oil in my engine has developed to a reasonable level that was making my engine, instead of my engine to run smoothly, the engine was not having friction because there was no oil to reduce it. So I was telling the person driving me, don't worry, when we are done, we are going to meet the mechanic. The mechanic is going to help us out. I didn't know that thing was severe. That thing is going to make me to become a broke man. I didn't know it was severe. So I was coming back from Nnewi. The moment we got to, I'm trying to remember that village now. You know, we are heading to Nibo so that we can come from Nibo to Enugu. You know those places now. The moment we got to Nibo, we had a sound from the engine. The last sound. I didn't know the meaning because nobody was my first time. Nobody has lectured me, but I heard the sound. When I checked the sound, smoke was coming out from the engine. I didn't know as not. Somehow, we just want to pray like men of God. We'll pray, we lay down on the car and say, start in the name of Jesus. I know some of you are thinking, it will not work. It won't go. The last thing God that helped us. The moment we go to Oka, the teams, boys, pata. We needed to look for. Are you still with me here now? Yes, you are not following me. Are you with me here? Yes, we needed to look for. God bless you. So you know, we needed to look for a towing van and told it straight to the mechanic office. And when they told us the price of new engine, I said, this guy will stay here first. Will stay here first. But God being blessed, it was not the entire engine that got bad. It was just part of the engine that got bad. Why am I sharing this story with you? You see how your body is very, very important. Anything that goes to your body will make you to cease to operate on earth. That's why there are two things you must do to make sure your body is okay. Number one is that you must know how to physically do some exercises. There are physical exercises that makes your body to be healthy. Number two, you must eat well. Somebody say, I must eat well. You are not talking to me now. Say, I must eat well. Let me tell you quickly, I'm not talking about physical exercise. Please don't joke with your body. You see this your body? This your body. If you want your body to last for 120 years, what you are doing with your body, the food you are eating, and the exercise you are doing, are the things that will help your body to stay as long as possible. You see, the things weakness, the things we call problems, they emanate because you are not eating well and you are not exercising well. You see, now, physical exercise helps your body. There's another exercise I want to talk about, which is called spiritual exercise. Actually, the course I studied in school, don't worry, just pay attention to us now. The course I studied in school has to do with a lot of exercise. If somebody is suffering from stroke, medically we call it cardiovascular syndrome. Have you seen somebody that has stroke before? Yes, sir. Oh, you're not talking to me now. Yes, the body is disjointed. And there are different presentations when someone has a stroke. We have hemiplegia. Hemiplegia is one part of the body experience total weakness, that there is no muscle part there. We have something called paraplegia. We have something called hemiparalysis. We have something called paraparalysis, where the two limbs cannot move. But most of the times the presentation of someone that has stroke is one part of the body, because we can see somebody like that there. Yes, we physiotherapists, we are specialists in managing such conditions. And what do we use to manage them? Apart from what the neurologists they do, we also bring exercises to strengthen those weak parts, physical exercises. And if the person presses much early, the person becomes strong, the person becomes fine. I know you're enjoying yourself, but you are doing something. If the person presents much early, the person becomes fine, and the person will start developing himself. We will bring some exercises, we will give the person dumbbell to carry. Sometimes we do some passive movement with the person. Sometimes we do some constrained movement exercises, different exercises, auto-assisted exercises, resistant assisted exercises. Sometimes we do some clapping for me that I went to school. That is walking like this, starts walking like this. The exercises we do. And this was our physical exercise. Then what happens? What if your spirit now has spiritual stroke? Let me tell you something. When someone has stroke, a lot goes out of proportion. Stroke is a neurological condition. A lot goes out of proportion. I hope you know that stroke is caused because the blood flow that supplies blood to the brain either got ruptured or got blocked. I hope you are aware. Even though you are not aware, just add it to one of the things you learn in science. If somebody has stroke, it's either the blood vessel that supplies blood. Stay with me. I'm going to take some more time, but just stay with me. Were you enjoying my lecture? Yes, sir. Just stay with me. So, you see the way you have the brain now. Your entire brain has two hemispheres. It has the right hemisphere. It has the what? So please stay with me. You know, you will not appreciate the spiritual one until I do a thorough work on the physical one. Because the spiritual one you can't see it, but you can see the physical one. There's a scripture I want to show you. That's why I'm just saying this thing. But let's read the scripture so that you can appreciate what I'm telling my story. Let's read the scripture. Proverbs 18, verse 14. Proverbs chapter 18, verse 14 to 21. But let us read verse 14 and verse 15. We don't have time to look into all of that. Proverbs chapter 18, verse 14 and 15. I want us to read together. Let's read together. 1 to go. The spirit of a man will sustain him. But a wounded spirit, who can bear? So now you see now that your spirit is also like your body. The Bible said the spirit of a man will do what? Sustain the man. Then the scripture continues to say that a wounded who can what? Bear. So I want to show you what can make your spirit to be wounded. I want to show you what can make your spirit strong. Please stay with me. It's not that I'm going to penetrate. The atmosphere is not allowing me to pass through. And the sound is not also helping me. But I know I've achieved that solely. If you're with me, you're saying very loud amen. Amen. That amen should be loud. Say loud amen. Amen. Let's use stroke for an example. The method for stroke is called a cardiovascular accident. Is a neurological problem that has to do with your brain. There are blood supplies that takes blood from your heart to your brain. And it is important for you to know now that your brain is very, very important for your day-to-day habit. Everything you do is processed from your brain and is not transmitted to your spinal cord. I know you know about the word CNS, the central nervous system. It is made up of both your what? Your brain and your what? And your spinal cord. Are you staying with me here now? Yes, sir. You are not talking to stay with me here. Yes, sir. If you look at the brain has two hemispheres. It has the left hemisphere. It also has the left hemisphere. Somebody do like this. This is a cleave in your brain that gives you this side to be what? This side is what? The right hemisphere. This side is what? The left hemisphere. And it happens that there's only one that is dominant in your vessel. Only one is dominant in your vessel. If the right hemisphere is dominant, you will be a man that has a left hand. If the left hemisphere is dominant, you will be a man or a woman that has what? Right hand. Don't worry, just worry. When I say right hand, I'm not asking you some bad question. Don't worry. Then it is your right or left hemisphere. There are blood supplies to them. There are different brain cells there. I don't want to bother you with grammar. I would have talked about the occipital, the things that are within that range. I would have talked about the frontal. I would have talked about the perennial, the parental. I would have talked about different things, but I don't want to bother you. There are different cells there. And these cells, they must enjoy oxygen and nutrients. Anything that stops them from enjoying oxygen and nutrients, you come out with that condition called stroke. It is stroke because it sounds like a stroke. It happens once like this. Have your mathematics teacher you see somebody watching film now, the day the thing strike, the person can hold the remote again. You see somebody going to take the bath. I hope you know pouring water in your head is wrong. Because it can make you to have stroke quickly. So I had people that went to take their bath, the moment they pour water in their head, they slumped. Or some of them on shower. No, I'm teaching you here. You know, this is the house of God. There are several things you should learn. You know, it's not happen to you now because you're a young person. But when you start clocking the ages of 40, 50, 60, if you want to pour water, the first place you should pour, just put your leg and go up. Because the moment you pour from your head, there will be vasodilation, which can lead to all those things. But just stay with me. I just want to do some things. If someone now is growing up, you are not checking your blood pressures, you are not doing some tests, you are not checking your liver, you are not doing those things, and you may not even know that your blood vessels is either becoming thickener, something we call arteriosclerosis. You may not even know that there is an embolism and there is blocking somewhere. You may not even know that. Have you enjoyed my intellectual lecture? Yes, sir. I know what I'm saying because I will not explain a broken spirit if I want to explain a broken body. Because this is the one I know you are used to. I want to start using my leader to disturb you. I also want to use something that I know many of you used to, but I don't use my leader. So now, when blood is going to the brain and there is high pressure, what we call hypertension, and the blood vessels, the walls of the blood vessel become weak, and the blood pressure is going. That's why you see when someone has high blood pressure, we used to shout, "What are you thinking now?" The reason why we used to shout like that is because high blood pressure predisposes one to stroke. Because the moment the blood pressure is high, the pressure on the area of the arterial blood vessel has the ability to break the walls of the artery. And when the walls of the artery is broken, what happens is that blood supply will not reach the cells of the brain again. And the cells of the brain, the moment there is no blood supply within them, the cells of the brain start dying off. The cells of the brain dies immediately. I think it's just within the age of 3 to 5 minutes. The one there is no blood supply. And that type of stroke that happens when there is a rupture, when there is a bursting of the artery, that type of stroke is what we call hemorrhagic stroke. In fact, that one is very fatal. The moment somebody has that one, just imagine that you have a pipe that led water to your bedroom, and the pipe will now block inside the bedroom. What do you think that will happen inside the bedroom? It will be flooded until you do something. Then what happens now? When the blood vessel that carries the blood there gets burst, what happens to the vein? Can you talk to me now? It will be flooded with blood until some T cells start coming together to make sure block something quickly. This is one of the most critical stroke that kills the enemy. So you can see somebody having this sort of condition before they rush into the hospital, he has died because the entire brain is already what? Then there's another type of stroke that happens when the blood vessel is blocked. Blood is no longer passing. Blood is no longer passing. So the cells are no longer receiving blood. And because the cells are no longer receiving blood, the individual dies. That cell dies. And the individual will begin to lose functions. Because those cells in your brain controls different things in your body. Your ability to grasp. There are cells in your brain that tells your spinal cord that he or she wants to grasp without you saying it. Your ability to toilet. There are cells in your brain that controls those autoimmune systems that make sure that the bowels are open and the rest of them. When those cells in your brain start having issues, you will know rapidly. The person will not be able to do those things. So when this person starts having some issues, and most of the time this issue comes because the person is inactive, the person is not doing exercise. When they do physiotherapy, the physiotherapy will start by exercise. And the reason for the physical exercise is to get the person back to what functions. So if the person presents early and the doctors and the physiotherapists they start working on the person will start going back to function as much as possible. Then now let's do an anatomy of the spirit man. You know, there's something the Bible said that struck me. The Bible said a wounded spirit who can bear. The first thing the scripture said before the Bible talked about a wounded spirit, the Bible said the spirit of a man will sustain the man. How will your spirit sustain you? Your spirit will only sustain you when your spirit is healthy. Part of the reasons why we do both physical exercise and spiritual exercise is to keep you healthy. Keep you healthy. Remember the stroke story I talked about? I told you that somebody can have stroke when the person is not what? Active, when you're not doing exercises. Because sometimes when you're doing exercises, your exercise you do help to modulate the blood flow. Are you following me here?
Yes, sir.
But when you're not doing exercise, you are living a sedimentary life, you are predisposed to start having hypertension. Then now look at your spirit brain now. Stay with me. Your spirit is more powerful than your physical body. Before you fall sick physically, you have already fallen sick spiritually. This is the reason why you must pay attention to this Bible study. Spiritual exercises. What is an exercise? There are activities you do that keeps us healthy and fit. That's an exercise. In the normal perspective, exercise is any activity that you do that keeps your physical healthy, that keeps you mentally healthy. That is normally an exercise. What is a spiritual exercise? A spiritual exercise are spiritual activities that we do makes our spirit to be fitted, that makes our spirit to be healthy, that makes our spirit to be strong, that makes our spirit to be up and doing, that makes our spirit to operate properly. That's spiritual exercises. Everything about your life is being controlled by your spirit man. Even your physical health. If anything happens to your spirit man, it will affect your physical body. The Bible said a wounded spirit, and nothing moves your spirit than your inability to exercise your spirit. If you're not exercising your spirit will become very, very powerless. Anything can wound it. And if anything wounds your spirit, then it means you are prone to what we call spiritual coma. There are 3 words I'll be playing with in this my Bible study. Number 1, I'll be playing with spiritual dryness. I'll also be playing with spiritual coma. Then I'll be talking about spiritual exercise. Absence of spiritual exercise will bring you to spiritual dryness that will lead to spiritual coma. And I can tell you, such a person should be beat. When a person starts misbehaving, when a person starts loving the advertisement of Satan, when any loss gets a person, go and check where the person is experiencing spiritual dryness. What we bring from spiritual coma, your inability to sex God, your inability to pant after God, is spiritual exercise. The Bible says the spirit of a man will sustain you. Not just the spirit of a man, it's the spirit of a man. If your spirit is not healthy, you are easily broken like that. And I can tell you, when a man is broken spiritually, his or her days on earth is already numbered. When you are wounded spiritually, it makes you to start having emotional traumas. You start having depression. You see, injuries does not begin from the outside. Injury begins from the inside. When I go to these people, the first thing I do is not just to help the person outside. I try to help the person from the inside. If the person can be strong from the inside, I can tell you the person will be strong from the outside. It's only a matter of time. And if you don't want anything to learn from the outside, then you need to take this lecture very, very serious. Nothing should happen to you from the inside. You must learn how to keep your inside strong. The moment your inside is strong, there's nothing Satan does that can bring your outside into a place of depletion that makes you to beat you. Take this my Bible study serious. Oh my God. If Satan can wound your spirit, he can break your soul. Then he can afflict you. But you see, when Satan can wound your spirit, no matter what the doctor said, you are more than conqueror. If Satan can injure your spirit, no matter what the result said, you are more than conqueror. How does Satan injure the spirit of a man? But you must understand, number 1, he will injure your spirit when you don't exercise spiritually. But let me just show you what he does to injure your spirit. Just stay with me. Let me show you 5 for 10. How does Satan injure the spirit of a man? Number 1, Satan can injure your spirit by allowing you to grieve. There is a grieving you grieve that will break your spirit man. Have you seen somebody before that lost, a man that lost the wife? After 1 month, the man died. Have you seen things like that? If you don't talk to me, I will leave you. Please talk to me. I hope you know this place is a place of formation. So every knowledge you need must be made at you. Have you seen a man or a woman that lost the husband? After a while, the man also died. So during the burial, the burial 2 of them, what happened? Satan used the grief that the woman was grieving. Satan used it and penetrated into the spirit of the woman and made the spirit to start expressing spiritual coma. There is a level of grief that Satan will use as an instrument of war to boost your spirit. Some of our brethren lost their parents recently. And I can tell you, if we don't have the church rallying around them, that period they lost their people. What Satan will do is that grieving period will be the period when he will shipwreck their destiny. That's why the church need to run them, stay with them. In fact, did you hear that somebody in the church lost the father, the mother, the spouse? The church should respond immediately. Because there is a grieving you grieve, then Satan will monopolize it and use it as a weapon and wound you spiritually. Oh, you wake up every time, Satan will be reminding you that life is useless. It's not better you die and follow it. If there is no encouragement, Satan will use that bereavement as a weapon to break an inch of the spirit of that person. The moment you are wounded spiritually, life in the physical will not make sense to you. In fact, a point comes, you start saying, I want to go with you. And the moment you confess it with your mouth, then you enter into it. That's why people underrate church life. People that don't get themselves planted in the church, they are not even in this demonic society, they are not in the business society. Those people. Are you following me now? Sometimes you just feel like this world is empty. Nothing is resonating around you again. Imagine my mother that has been there for me. Okay, why? My mother left me. I'm just 21 years. What is there in life? I came to tell you there's a point in living where you must tell yourself, my mother has gone and go. Let me do my own part. If you don't come to that point where you say, oh, it's okay, I've lived, let me move ahead. I can tell you, Satan will hijack that grieving, that bereavement. He will use it as an instrument of war and make it to want to. So one of the things Satan uses to win the spirit of man is exaggerated grieving. You know, Satan wanted to do against Moses. Sorry, against Joshua. In the book of Joshua chapter 1 verse 8. Sorry, Joshua chapter 1 from verse 1. Let's read that scriptures together. Joshua chapter 1 from verse 1. Let me show you. Are you following my Bible study here?
Yes, sir.
If you are following my Bible study, say a very loud amen. Please stay with me. Stay with me. I will teach you spiritual exercise, but I need to show you how Satan wound men. There are 5 of them I will show you, so that you can get yourself ready not to be injured. Joshua chapter 5. Joshua chapter 1. Such a mighty man of God, Moses, did exploit. I hope you know about Moses. The man of God that judged the 10 gods in Egypt. Oh my God. In his days, there was no need to consult a man because he was a shrine. He was such a man of God that God was so proud to show him his ways, not just it. Moses was a living God. He was an oracle in his days. In his days, when he speaks, the court of men tremble. When he speaks, throne quake. When he speaks, the foundations of the entire Egypt rattled. He was such a man that can put his rod in the sea, and the entire sea will be turned into blood. By what technology? He was operating as if he was a spirit. Actually, he was a spirit. Anything he said comes to pass. Somehow, this man of God died. I hope you know. Nothing could kill him naturally. And the reason why nothing could kill him naturally, his spirit was strong. His spirit was full of the Spirit of God. His spirit was strong. He had a strong spirit. Nothing could bring him down. And I need to tell you, if your spirit is strong, nothing can bring it down. Nothing. The only person that can kill Moses is God himself. Moses has seen what only God could see. So because of that, he was unkillable. He was the ability to make him unalivable was far from him. It was only God. God said, come to Mount Nebo, I will show you the garden. I will show you the promised land. And then you will be gathered back to your fathers. All the exploits Moses did, we are standing. It now happens that it was Joshua that now stand in his place. Oh, you need to see how Israel won him. Because of his death, the people of Israel could not continue again. It was as if, oh, we are lost. Somehow, if God has not come truly and quickly, Satan would have, using the excuse of the bereavement of Moses, and stopped the children of Israel from advancing. He has used it. I know you don't understand this thing until you lose a loved one. You understand what I'm talking about? Look at what God said to him. Joshua chapter 1. Verse 2. Look at what God said there. Okay, let us read from verse 1 to verse 2. Can we read verse 1? Let's go. 1 to go now. Now, after the death of Moses, the servant of the Lord, it came to pass that the Lord spake unto Joshua, the son of Nun, Moses' minister, saying, can we read verse 2? Very loud now. Moses, my servant, is dead. Why is God reminding Joshua that Moses' servant was dead? It was because Satan was already thinking of using that bereavement as a reason to hijack the purposes of God. I hope this thing is user-friendly. I hope you can understand what I'm saying. You don't understand what I'm saying? Stay with me. Read that verse 2 again. Read the verse 2 again. Let's go. Want to go? Now therefore arise. Go to Jordan. God now needed to tell to Joshua. Joshua, let me tell you, the last time I checked, Moses is my servant, not your servant. My servant that died. Arise. Moses, my servant, is what? Joshua, do what? Arise. If Joshua was not down, did God tell him to arise? No, sir. What God was doing was that God was trying to make sure that the spirit of David called Joshua is not broken. God came as a means of encourager, because a point came, God encouraged Joshua to be strong. Please stay with me, this is my Bible story. So there was a point in Israel where everybody was mourning Moses. There was a great mourning for Moses. And if God had not come quickly, that mourning would have transited into a weapon in the hand of Satan that would have injured the move of God. God now said to Moses, arise, he's my servant, I know. Arise, the move of God will not end with him. What I did with him, I will do with you. So one of the people that Satan uses to make the children of God to be wounded is what? Exaggerated what? If I have had time, I'll call her sister that lost her mother, how it was for her. Let me just go and interview with her. Sister, do you mind if I can bring you out? You are shy and something. But don't worry, the camera will not capture you. Was it an easy period? I think it was as if your world has come to an end. Everything was so bad, nothing was making sense. Was there any time you thought of following her? Was there any time you thought to let me just down? It didn't reach that level. We thank God it didn't reach that level. But if she happens to be the husband, it will have gotten to that level. If there are no strong encouragers that comes around that period, the way you are looking at me, you're looking at me as if you are looking at me as if there's something. This thing I'm saying is not usual for you. Don't worry, let me just be scared first. Later, when you download the message, it will make more sense to you. If you are still following me, say very loudly. I know when my wife lost the mother, it was as if all hair was let loose. I've not seen her cry like that. In fact, she started crying to a point where she started losing weight fast. The little weight she has got, she started losing weight. But one of the reasons why she was strong was because God planted the husband that always encouraged her with us. You will not even know she do something. Even though we are going for the burial from here, I will have a program, we'll go there and come back, you will not even know why there was an encourager there. So when people are believing, don't leave them to themselves. Find a way to become an instrument to encourage them, because the goal of Satan is from bereavement to woundedness. There is a wound their spirit will sustain that will make their body not to carry them again. Are you following me here? Yes, sir. So bereavement is one of the weapons that Satan uses to wound the spirit of believers. If you are still with me, I'll say a very loud amen. Yeah. Second weapon Satan used to wound the spirit of believers is offense. Even Jesus talked about offense. In what came, Jesus said, woe to the man that through him offense we call. Oh my God, so powerful instrument. There are many people that stop following the Lord because of offense. In fact, I can tell you, if you check many people suffering from depression, their depression started when Satan found somebody that can be an instrument to bring offense. Offense actually comes at times when you have high expectation towards people. When high expectation towards people are not met, you are now offended. And if you are not careful, little offense can wound your spirit. Has something happened to you in the fellowship before, and you said, I will not go to that fellowship again? Has something happened to you before, and you said, I will not pray again? There are circumstances around your life Satan can use and bring it to offense. That offense is to wound your spirit. And when your spirit is wounded, it becomes easy for Satan to bring you to a place of spiritual dryness. It becomes easy for Satan to bring you to a place of spiritual coma when your spirit is injured. For instance, if you start having academic challenge and you're a child of God, you are reading hard and you are writing, there's no relationship there. You read that and you write. You read that and you write. And yet, what is coming out is not consistent with what you are reading. You will read TDB. You know what is TDB? Yes, it's daybreak. You know what is TDB? Yes, it's daybreak. You read from morning till night. There are people like that, they can sit down like that. They will read from night till morning, then they just and come back. Meanwhile, some people can go like that and sleep from night till morning and they just and come back. This is overhead. Meanwhile, when you used to come back, you still sleep like 3 hours on the bed. Because the sleep you sleep on it cannot be compared to the one you sleep on that. The sleep you slept on the bench cannot be compared with the one you sleep on that small bed. Meanwhile, you slept like 3 hours in the view. And you still came back and top it up with 3 hours. And somebody is looking at it and say, see Jacob. See Jacob. This exam will suffer. Even you know you are the one suffering is like that. I'm not talking about other people. I'm talking about those people that kept to watch at night. They are night watchers. When you see them, their eyes is always in the book with their. Is it what the lamp that even get tired and off, and they find another one and put it there. They have like 3 lamps inside their bag. They are just like this. And when the sun comes, they start eating. And sometimes these people are prayer warriors. They are the one leading the children of God in the place of prayer. And they are hard working. They read and their result does not look like their hard work. It does not look like their hard work. They read more. They say TDB is not helping us. Let's do MTN. You know what is MTN? Monday tonight. TDB is not. Let's go MTN. They tell their roommate, I'm not coming back till next tomorrow. This first class, we are going to get it. No matter what Satan does. We are going to get this first class. And they go and they read. Now, when they came back, when we are reading, it was E. As D we are getting now, they came back, they started having this straight with all the labor. Look at what Satan does. Satan will sit at the right hand and use that failure as a weapon to bring spirit life. That's why I must teach you how to exercise your spirit. I may not teach it in today's service, but okay, I will teach you so I will go on. I'll just teach you. I'll just show you one, but there are 7 of them. I'll show you one, and I'll show you how to do that. Then you see these believers now saying to the fellowship, let me tell you something. You know, the first thing that brought us here is meanwhile they have been missing fellowship. And some leadership said, let's go and see this brother that is not coming around. And the brother talking to them after he has dribbled them for a while. And look at how the brother is now talking to them. The brother said, the first thing that we need to do as Christian students, you need to understand that even though we are Christian students, we are still students. What Satan is doing is to wound them. And it how Satan is showing them, are you not seeing that God is not faithful? God cannot be trusted. And before you know, they stop being fellowship. If the fellowship does not go out for them, there's some fellowship, they want anybody fall. They say, everybody move on. This is an apostolic center. Everybody, you don't want to talk to me now. Therefore, if you fall out, they don't work here. They don't want to if you fall out. They say, everybody, let us be doing like that. And if you don't rally round that Satan is using failure now as an offense to wound, that has gone. Before you know, it's a story. saved him from. Because when you have a wounded spirit, the advertisement of Satan become irresistible. You can't resist them. Satan will show you things that God saved you from. And you will not have the ability to say no to Satan. You will start dying to them. He shows you masturbation. You left masturbation 3 years ago because your spirit is wounded. Now you see yourself masturbating. You are masturbating and you are crying and saying, Lord, what is happening to you? You have a wounded spirit. The Bible said with a wounded you can bear. You can't continue when your spirit is wounded. He shows you friends that you know they can't be your friend. Not your friend. You're already in a relationship. You know you're already pregnant. The next thought is to take away the pregnancy. You see now, when spirit makes you to fall so low that the things that on a normal day you can't buy to, you start buying to them. Wounded spirit. That's why I can tell you, if we are not helping the spirit of believer wrong, we are raising people that will become weapons in the hand of Satan in the days to come. Because with wounded spirit, you cannot resist the enemy at the gate with wounded spirit. When your spirit is wounded, your emotion goes ahead of you. When your spirit is wounded, it's difficult for you to say no to sin. You see this thing, you say people are falling into sin. You don't know the cause of their falling into sin. Many of them have wounded spirit. Have you seen a man when he's wounded before? You will notice that everybody makes decision for him. A man that has stroke cannot make decision on his own. Everybody makes decision for him. When your spirit is wounded, your opinion does not count. Satan himself makes decision for you. Wounded spirit. You start hearing whispers from the gate of hell that God does not love you. A point comes, Satan said to you, it's not better, you end it now. End it. You are a failure. Have you heard that thing before? You are a failure. It becomes stronger when your spirit is wounded. Oh my God. You start hearing thoughts within your vessels. Why not go and buy snapper and end everything now? End everything now. Book did not work. Relationship did not work. Family is not even working. Why not end the goal? Are you following me now? Yes. Is to make sure that life is being sapped from the spirit. Before you be addressed from depression, you start isolating yourself. Nobody is saying the end is kill yourself. That is how many people lose their life. You come to fellowship. They are celebrating people's birthday. Your own is on the 18th of April. They celebrated somewhere on the 17th of April. You forgot your own, celebrated your tomorrow. Satan not come and tell you, I know Satan, you're not part of them. Even with all your plans, you're not part of them. He said, you not Satan, Satan get behind you. Then, now they are giving testimony, you came for testimony. You are number 4. And they said from number 4, go back and sit down. And meanwhile, you struggle to leave your seat. You struggle to leave your seat. Are you feeling it here? Yes, sir. You are not following me. Yes, sir. You know, to leave your seat is very difficult. People have to want to leave seat first. That is the important thing. After you left your seat and you stood there and I was saying, God, let me do this thing fast. Then I said, all of you from that place. And that is not the first time. It was as if whenever I get to your door, you tell you to go inside. Satan uses an offense. I'm telling you, the church is not for you. It's wounding. There is how your spirit bleeds. If there's any word for that, then your body cannot continue. That's how it works. Because of that, let me just show you one thing that can make your spirit more strengthened. And please, I beg you, don't play with this thing. Don't play with this thing. One exercise that can strengthen your spirit man. We'll do practical. One exercise. Don't worry. In the month of April, I will not be teaching you spiritual exercises. say prayer, I'll just teach you spiritual exercises. Hey! Don't play with this thing, I want to tell you. There is one exercise you will do that will keep you spiritually healthy. And if Satan can stop you from doing it, then he can easily enjoy you. That's why anytime Satan wants to attack you, he will attack spirit. The exercise you are doing that's keeping you healthy. Let me show you now. Open your Bible to the book of Luke chapter 18, verse 2. I'm sorry I'm taking our time. I'm sorry. But I hope I'm making sense to them. I showed you just 3 people. Next week Friday I will show you other people that said that. How did I show you? The Spirit. The first one is what? Exaggerated bereavement. The second one is failure. The third one is offense. Let me show you one thing that will help you to always be healthy spiritually. Just one, and there are several of them. I'll show you. But let me just show you one. Let's look at Luke chapter 18 from verse 1. Let's read it together. Luke 18 verse 1. If you are in Luke 18 verse 1, please say amen. Amen. Let's read it together. 1 to go now.
And he said a parable unto them to this end, that men ought always to pray and not to faint, saying,
It's okay. Can we read that verse 2 very loud? Okay, verse 1, read it very, very loud.
And he said a parable unto them to this end, that men ought always to pray and not to faint.
Alright, let's turn to the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 14. Verse 18. 1 Corinthians 14, 18. Let's come to that scripture together. Let's come to that scripture together. See, I want to help you. I want you to come to a place where nothing can break you. You are strong like a rock. Nothing can break you. Nothing. There is nothing Satan that can break you. If you practice this thing, I'm telling you, you'll be strong. You'll be strong. I will show you other people. I will tell you when can be used as a weak point to break your spirit. I will tell you how Satan delay to break your spirit. But let us read 1 Corinthians 12, verse 18. Then we read Romans chapter 8. But let's read Corinthians chapter 12, verse 18. Let's read together. If you are there, so you want to go. Oh, we are not reading it like believers now. Can we read like believers? Want to go?
I thank my God, I speak in tongues more than you all.
This Paul saying, I thank my God that I speak in tongues more than what?
You all.
Romans chapter 8, verse 26. Romans 8, 26. You understand why price for next month is cloven tongues? I want to show you the dimension of prayer that is a spiritual exercise. Romans chapter 8, verse 26. Can we read it together? I want to go now. Do you know what is infirmity? Infirmity is the same thing like humanity. It's still the same thing like the wound that Satan brings upon your spirit. Infirmity is something that has the ability to reduce your essence. Say, likewise the spirit. Now, if you notice very well, he's talking about the Spirit of God. The Spirit helpeth what? Continue.
But we know not how we should pray, but the Spirit itself maketh intercession for us with groanings which cannot be uttered.
Oh my God. The Spirit itself maketh intercession. Maketh prayer for us with groaning that cannot be uttered. One spiritual exercise you must be conversant with is the exercise of prolonged prayers. Is it just the way you go to the treadmill just to be running the treadmill? You know the treadmill is a type of cardiovascular exercise that helps to keep your heart pumping well, that helps you to burn fat. That is how prayer is. Prayer will help to have a healthy spiritual life. And the more you pray in tongues, the stronger your spirit man becomes. The more you pray in tongues. You see, when Apostle discovered this thing, he even made a boast of it. I thank God I pray in tongues more than what? You must learn how to swim. You must learn how to pray in tongues. No, don't stop praying in tongues. You must learn how to pray. Prayer is a spiritual exercise that makes your spirit man strong. And I will tell you what happens when your spiritual man is strong. Not in this Bible study. I will tell you what happens. I will tell you what happens when your spiritual man is strong. But if you will not be there, you must learn how to run tongues. Run tongues. You don't need to fix a time to run tongues. And as you are moving from left to run tongues, so you are doing something. You know, there are three types of tongue. I hope they are aware. There are three what? Any of them will make your spirit strong. As you're in the business, always be running something. Be running something. Don't allow your spirit man to be weak. Be running something. Let something be running. This is how your spirit man becomes strong. Oh my God. I hope you know that the resources of heaven is not in your body. The resources of heaven is located in your spirit. Every allocation of heaven is given inside your spirit. All you will become is already summarized. In fact, your spirit is the tarmac through which God lands. If God wants to come in your inside, He does not land in your body. He does not in your soul. Where God lands is your spirit. Your spirit is a tabernacle that carries the Holy One. God stays in your spirit. A weak spirit will not provide sufficient center for Him. The more you pray, the more you create an ambience, you create an atmosphere, you create a perimeter that can make him stay and find a place there. So men want to pray. The reason they want to pray, the more they pray, they create a room, they create a space through which God Himself can have a place to stay. Always pray in tongues. It makes your spirit strong and head. Pray. Oh, you know, if Satan wants to injure you, it's not everybody injures. Satan does not injure a man that can pray. When you are praying in tongues, it's as if you are not just using the training, you are carrying 50 kg weight. How do I know you are carrying 50 kg weight? The stronger the intensity of your tongue can tell us what type of weight you are carrying in the spirit. If you are still carrying 2 kg, it's okay, continue that ceremony. Don't stop that ceremony. Continue the ceremony. But I can tell you it's 2 kg you are carrying. Ceremony. But you will not carry 2 kg for long. A point comes. Heaven is saying your destiny is heavy. You need to carry something heavy now. You go from saying to a point comes. You go to from your tongue we can know. Are you following me here now? We can have a pictorial revelation of the strength of your spirit man. People say they copy tongue. It's not true. You can't copy tongue because tongue is the spirit for itself. It is what you have taught in the spirit that is seen in your utterance. Even though you come and say, you want to pray my type of tongue, we will all know because there is always a life that knows it. When it comes, it does not just come out. It's backed up with a reality that is only domiciled in God that you have captured in your spirit's mind. That's why you must go deeper. Pray in tongues often. Pray in tongues. Pray in tongues. So when you want to sleep, when you wake up, continue where you stop. A point comes even when you're sleeping, your spirit is praying. Let part of you. As you continue praying, oh my God, who is Satan to come and press you? You said they are pressing you in the dream. They press you because your spirit is small. Say Satan comes and he presses you. That they won't cut me here, they cut me there. Are you not ashamed, child? That now you have become a board for witchcraft to do lecture. If a senior, are you following me, my Bible study here? Yes, if you are following me, say amen. If they want to give you a week how to draw things, they now bring your body. I say we have somebody. There's somebody somewhere. How of you prepare by 1 a.m. should be sleeping? Oh, I will be in the class. They don't do like this same tongue. You are sleeping or sleep the same tongue. You don't do like this. If you can remove your cloth, you don't know how your cloth. After that, you don't remove your cloth. Now say, look at how you suck blood. I even go with me, bring out your sharp finger. Man of God, though. Your spirit is done. You can't pick demon into a place. When your spirit is alive, you can pick the fragrance. You can pick the scent. Even though a demon pass, you know a foreign spirit has entered the air. When they enter, you look for them. Because nothing, the spirit does not pass. They find a place and stay in your house. Because no fire, nothing will tick. Everybody is cold. Father is cold. Mother is cold. Siblings are cold. From one sickness to another sickness. Everybody is cold. Demon comes and mesmerize everybody. Even though the man is 50 years in the name of the spirit, they still see him as a child. They still see him as a toddler because his spirit is small. Even though his chronological age is heavy, his spirit is too small. When they come, they see him as a pet. He's a father, but yet they don't consider him. When was the last time you granted that angel? When was the last time? He said he spoke a parable. He said, man. That was where they define man. Man is not the one that has the manhood. Because if you define man like that, women have to take it out of the place. You are a man, a sister, if you can grant the angel. Yeah, the Bible is sister. You don't want to talk to me now. Yeah, the Bible is sister. No, but you can keep the engine grinding. Spirit sees you as man. They see you as man. Then if you cannot keep the engine grinding and you're a man, you're a woman rapper. When spirit they see you with their man. People know you're a man. That is the spiritual man. You don't know there are many families. Even though the man is shouting is the head of the family, spirit sees him as the neck of the family. Because he's weak. Oh, I need to tell you something. Have you seen somebody always nothing provoke them? Their spirit is injured. They are just reacting based on the provocation of the spirit. So if he's even your dad, he does not pick anybody call. Anybody he sees, he uses slap. It's not their fault. Anything that happens in the natural started where now? Spiritual. It's not their fault. They see you. You look at you. In fact, sometimes a father can look at the daughter and say, you are a shadow. It's not his fault. He has been injured. He has been wounded in the spirit. You want to be strong? Learn how to grind the engine. Grind it. Grind it. If you're a man of God, you are not training men how to grind. You are raising babies. The territory will remain in darkness. In fact, your brethren will be part of the darkness that has invaded the territory, even in the fellowship. You must learn how to grind it. Do you know? Next week I will show you the things Apostle Paul went through, and yet nothing could break him physically. Satan used everything to break him, but nothing could break him. It was because he was strong in spirit. He was what? Joshua, God came and strengthened him. People did not come quickly and help Joshua. Hey! Joshua would have run away. Nobody would have seen him. Would have said this work is too much. Because when Satan has wounded him by virtue of his grieving towards Moses, you've seen that project like something that cannot be done by a man. Thank God, God come quickly. And I'm saying to somebody, God is coming quickly for you right now. Yeah. In chapter 1, from verse 1, God came quickly and said, Joshua, my servant Moses, I'm one against them. He's my servant, though. If anybody should want, it's me. Stand up, my friend. Be strong and do the work. God came quickly. You must learn how to exercise your spirit, man. The minimum time is for you as a normal believer. The minimum time you must do this exercise is 1 hour every day. Minimum. If you not become a man of God, minimum is 4 hours. If you're pastor, you are pastoring. Minimum is what? If you're pastor, you are pastor. Minimum is what? Someone says 6 hours. Even you know it's not true. Minimum, I say minimum, not maximum. I say minimum. Not this one I said, after all, anything I say, God, he has it. You not do 3 minutes prayer, I run away. You are deceiving yourself. You say, after all, anything is about the heart. If I pray 3 minutes, see, there is pain in long prayer and there's also power in short prayer. But I can tell you there is more power in long prayer. So if I don't do 3 hours, 3 minutes, everything will be fine. Who told you everything will be fine? If everything will be fine, do you think you'll be fine like that? If you know you're not going to fine, say 3 hours prayer will make you fine. Have you not seen how 3 hours, 3 minutes prayer has kept you? blessing and pray long. In the morning, wake up, hit 1 hour. When you come back from lecture, from work, hit another. At night, hit 2. Let me say the demon that will stop you. Hit it. You see, let me know I'm going faster. When you start strengthening your spirit, people can't lie before you. You can see things and when they are saying it, you are seeing it from the source. Because spiritual sensitivity is heightened. Sometimes they will think you're a prophet, but you're not a prophet. You train your spirit to be strong. That's why I can look at you, I can know your problem. It's not as if I'm a prophet. I can still like, do you see your face? There are 2 ways I can start giving prophecy. If I see your face, I can know your problem. If I hear you speak, even though it's voice note, the spirit behind those words, it will just come to my spirit like a code. I will start saying them. Train your spirit. Everybody can do it. It's not that most of us, our spirit is weak. Some of us, our spirit is even amputated. This is how our spirit is moving. And it's moving like this because someone encourages you to come. Then after they stop encouraging you, you stop. And the more you stop, weaker the spirit becomes. Train your spirit. Sometimes stay there. Oh, you have moments, you tell them today, all of us are going to spiritual gym. All of us are entering spiritual gym. Even the one that is weak, I want them, let them come with you first. All of you start doing it. Don't start shouting. Start now. You will end quick. That is not how they do it. Don't start. I mean, that's what they pray. You are shouting. You get tired early. How many we started in hospital? That's how you start. In fact, in the natural, we call it warm up. You know, sometimes if you want to do gym, the gym instructor say do warm up first. It's not so you don't do one. There's spiritual warm up first. Don't run into the treadmill and say I'm doing like 5 kilometers now. I see you C4. See you C4. Before you know you fall there. No, start warm up. The Spirit of God help me now. Help me. Before you know, a hand will come. A hand will come. Oh my God. If we will be surprised what we pray. A point comes says some of you, the power of God will carry you, you will fall. And when you fall, don't sleep there, stand up. Don't say, oh, the power has come. Brother, I've noticed many stop prayer before prayer began. You know, there are many labor you labor before the Holy Ghost starts in the table. And sometimes you start feeling it. And so the moment you start feeling that oil, that's when you stop. You are wrong. You are wrong. Sometimes, how many of you have prayed before you notice your hand is vibrating? Your body is vibrating. And that thing is power. Don't stop. There are greater things. When God shows you one, He wants to show you many. And there are greater things He can show you. Some of you are looking at me as if it's strange. If you have not seen anything, it means that you are lacking the help of the Holy Ghost. You are not praying to it where the Spirit of God will come to help you. You are not praying to that one. So you start small. In fact, your parents will be hearing that thing. It's one of your being. That's why I brought Gideon to pray for one day. Gideon said he wants to pray with me. There's Gideon. I've not started praying. Gideon. Gideon was doing. It's not from 12 to 6. Let's go. No, they didn't rush him. Gideon. Okay. The point came. Gideon's voice started dropping. And that was when we all started rising. Gideon said he wants to sleep. I said, you're not going anywhere. I heard this. In Scotland. I said, I'm going to go to Zion today. We have not reached anywhere. I say, want to go home. Where do you want to go home? We have not come to where the king dwell. You are not going. He started sleeping as I was holding him. There was only people again that were lying for him. Start exercising yourself, friend. Yes, particular sermon. You see, even though by mistake they tell me come and preach in a big church, I will not say I'm not prepared. Oh, my message is in my preparation. Somebody not come and preach. I said, what's the topic? I'm the one that will give the topic. As I'm leaving that, they not called me, cornered me. I said, man of God, they have been trying to reach you. There's one of God we called. They couldn't come. Can you come? I said, no problem. Don't know it because my spirit man, every day is always exercising. Every day. I don't need special exercising. In fact, there are powers that I've not touched. There are powers I've not even touched. Well, you don't know that the more you exercise, the more ATP is being formed in your spirit. You don't know. The goal of exercise is to give you more muscle. There are energy being stored in your spirit, man. Oh, there are some you have not even touched. Some of you have used everything and your spirit man is limping. Stretch yourself. Sometimes you know, prayer partner will be meeting every week. Come to my place, I come to your place. Sister to sister, brother to brother, not brother to sister. No, see, let me tell you. No brother is committed to have a sister as a prayer party like this house.
Yes, sir.
I know what I'm saying.
Yes, sir.
Not say fortunately invited me to just come and press competition. I know you guys are spirit, but in this house is not committed there. I'm not saying you fall, but I'm saying it's not what? Sister to sister. You meet sister. Even the father says sister, the way you sang there. I will be prayer party and some of the presence of food matters. You want to fall, your spirit is weak. You want to fall. Before you start, you want to fall. So you go start praying and you can't hold your hands. I said, I come closer and try to pray out this story. Before you know it, you have brought out the leg and said, I see you are trying to die. Trust me, have you prayed like that before? Yes, if you pray like that, you notice sometimes you are very light. It's as if priest can do you. That's what happens. When your spirit man is stronger, the spirit becomes light for you to take a flight. Heavy men can take flight. Oh my God. If you are not exercising, you'll be suffering from spiritual obesity. There are not only physical obesity, there's also what? I will talk more later. Let's do practical in 1 or 2 minutes. Let's do practical. Let's just do practical in 1 or 2 minutes. I know my time is this way. No, today is a special service. It's power service, so just allow us. Let us do 1 or 2 practical. I want to teach you how to stir the inches more. Let's just do. I know you know it already, but let's just do small practical. Let's just. You know, sometimes you can be exercising, and before you know, your eye will be open. You start seeing exam questions. Not because you pray for it though. There's a frequency you get when you start seeing. You may not see the face of your husband. You say, I don't understand this thing. Are you hearing what I'm saying? Sister, are you hearing what I'm saying? You know you're laughing. Okay, let me talk to the other sister. Don't be throwing away your face. There's how you pray like this. The face will show. You say, no, let me get the name. God will show. You don't need to start praying when they start knocking. Don't start praying when you have 4 of them and you're ready to check in which one is driving. Someone checking the one something is driving. You are checking the car they drive. You are checking the family they came from. Then you are not checking their 6 packs. You are checking the stress legs. Checking the background card. You are not checking their linguistic. You are not checking their career. You are not becoming, you are entering the natural. But you see, there's no exercise, those things. God will reveal those things. There's no exercise. comes, you don't need to delay him. Imagine a brother comes to propose to you, and you're telling the brother, I know. Not my man, sister, I said, give me something to drink. You did not come to him, say, me, I what? That is how we know strong stars now. You say, if I tell him I know, who think I'm falling for him? You're not falling for him. He will respect you the more. When he comes, he said, bro, I already picked it in the spirit. You make the work easy for him. You make the work much easy for him. He said, I already picked it. God told me your house now. You tell him the date. There was one that was exercising myself in the spirit. I was not praying for magic. God told me, your name is Brother Martin. Not this Martin, because he has a long way to go. Even see brothers, you can see the offering of the wife. You can even see the year the marriage will be done. You can see the hall. You can see people that will come. You can see everything that will be done. You can see how we wedded. That is what makes your spirit dance. Do you know, I didn't come to Oka because I like Oka. One day I was just exercising myself. I saw myself in the spirit. I saw Oka. That was how I saw it. I was not praying God, where will I go? No. I was doing my 5 hours daily ritual. Stretch. I was just doing it. Then and I saw the vision I saw. That was how I came here. You think I like this place? You might not like you think I like this place. Because the vision I saw that brought me here. That's why every day I wake up I'm happy. No problem. And if I'm not come, I want to have met my sweet wife. Oh, you don't know that your wife is in the place where God sent you. They're playing there. If your spirit is not strong, you will marry Delilah and think she's Hannah. If your spirit is not strong, you will. I hope you know the moment you marry the wrong person, Satan will leave you and say, you are the one of his staff. Let me tell you what in here. The moment you marry the wrong person, Satan will leave you alone. I said, there is no need wasting energy. You just employ one of our staff. Oh, many of you think that hellfire is that? Hellfire is when you marry the wrong person. You will not see what is there. You will be waiting for the fire. Oh, you think hellfire is when you die? No, wrong marriage you will see. Yeah. The only thing you're waiting for is the lake of fire. Don't pray now. You are using this your cerebral, your mind that is always changing. When you're a criminal, you say you want to be a medical doctor. Yes, sir. Now you're 300 level. Your mind is always changing. You can't trust your mind. But whatever your spirit of captured, you can trust it. Whatever your spirit of captured, you can trust it. Don't believe what your mind is telling you. Find out what the spirit is saying. That thing the spirit is saying is your life. So let's stretch ourselves a little bit. Let us stretch ourselves in the next 2 minutes. Just pray in tongues in 1 or 2 minutes. Just pray in tongues in 1 or 2 minutes. 1 or 2 minutes. You don't need to stand. You can sit down. Let us stretch ourselves more. Let's carry weight. Let's carry some weight. Let's run to some spiritual treadmill and do some exercise. Stretch yourself. Exercise your spirit now. The Bible said the spirit of a man shall sustain him. A wounded spirit who can bear. Exercise yourself. In case you can't speak in tongues, there is grace already in this house for you in tongues. Just exercise yourself. I'm not hearing you. Exercise yourself. The Bible said, building up your most holy faith, praying in the spirit. That's how we build ourselves. We make ourselves strong. Make sure you exercise yourself. I'm not hearing you. Let's go deeper. 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 Exercise yourself. Exercise yourself. Exercise yourself. Exercise yourself. Exercise yourself. Exercise yourself, sister. Exercise. Exercise. Everything God has said about you is in the realm of the spirit. Your spirit must be strong enough to carry them. Your spirit must be strong enough to reach out to them. Your spirit must be strong enough to lay hold of them. Exercise yourself. You are not weak. You are not a failure. You are not small. You didn't come to earth by mistake. Everything you will be is already your spirit man. Greatness is not external. Greatness is internal. You call them out. You call them out. You look in your inside and you bring them into manifestation. And as you exercise yourself, you bring them out into manifestation. Oh my God. You see, like you already see something. I'm seeing a sister here. You have a golden voice. You know what you want to call it. I'm already seeing God bringing you into that motivation. Investing in that motivation. Just exercise yourself. Don't just exercise. Oh my God. Oh my God. A point calls that is distorted begins to get straight. That lamp that has become smoky begins to get ventilations. A fresh flame is being ignited. Fresh flame, something fresh. I'm not hearing you, bro. I'm not hearing you. Exercise yourself now. I'm not weak. Oh my God, I see somebody here. It's as if every time Satan comes to mesmerize you, God said, I'm strengthening you. I'm strengthening you. The manifestation of Satan is being kept far from you. I'm seeing that person now. And I'm seeing fresh strength. Breaking in your flesh. I'm seeing fresh strength. Breaking in your flesh. Breaking in your flesh. Oh my God! Take it deeper now! Exercise your spirit! Exercise your spirit! Exercise your spirit! Something is happening! 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 Exercise your spirit! Exercise your spirit! Sorry.